Yesterday's race around Uyuni was hectic in the bikes. The main victim of this sixth stage was Joan Boret, the leading actor of the start of this 2016 Dakar. The Spaniard, who's been first of the classification, suffered the same mishap as last year, almost at the same place. With 5 hours of delay at the finish, the Honda rider lost all hopes to win. The competition is now more open than ever. In the cars, PETERHANSEL passed LOEB to take the overall lead. In a stage between Uyuni and Salta hit by violent thunderstorms, the racing conditions were difficult, but as usual in the cars, Peugeot roared. This time SAINZ hit the jackpot and Sébastien LOEB recovered the overall lead. In the bikes, half the special was raced. Gonçalves was Walkner's Saint-Bernard and caped his top spot of the GC, while the stage went to Antoine MEO, the first win for him on a Dakar. Today again, it was almost a hat-trick for Peugeot. The French manufacturer put a new man on the stage top spot, with SAINZ taking the win in Salta. The cars were in fact able to complete the whole stage despite the storms. After a forced stop, they were able to resume racing, and SAINZ, winner in 2010, was able to contain a raging Sébastien LOEB on the first spot of the day special. The 9-time WRC champion had to concede the victory today. For just 38 seconds, SAINZ won. Peugeot was close to a 1-2-3 because behind these two, Stéphane PETERHANSEL, who had the overall lead this morning, saw Nasser AL-ATTIYAH overtaking on the last sector. The Qatari climbs on the day's podium for just 4 seconds. Al-Rajhi, winner yesterday, was opening the way and couldn't do better than 6, close to 7 minutes adrift, but it went worse for several other pilots. For Orlando Terranova, for example, winner of 4 stages last year, the Mini pilot had a hard time on his way back to his homeland. He already was 1 hour adrift at the GC, and today he lost another hour on the first kilometers of this special. There are less and less underdogs for the final victory. The Honda has progressively lost ground these last days to KTM, but this morning the overall leader was still Paulo Gonçalves. The Portuguese could have counted on his teammate Joan Boret to assist him, but the Spaniard lost 5 hours yesterday and didn't take the start this morning. Gonçalves left contention aside at the start of the stage 7. Less than an hour after he took off, he stopped to give help to Walkner. The Austrian had fallen and Gonçalves activated his beacon to call for medical care. Walkner's injury is a broken femur, and the Portuguese stayed with him for 10 minutes, a time that was deducted at the finish. At the front of the race, the battle for the win took place between Honda, Yamaha and KTM. The race was reduced, and at the end of the first-time section, where storms swept through, the results were neutralized. Antoine MEO, 5-time Enduro World Champion, was the beneficiary of the events. He won his first stage success in his maiden Dakar. Behind him, BENAVIDES was second and Gonçalves third, despite having helped Walkner. He retains his overall lead ahead of Toby PRICE, only 5th of this stage, who lost 5 minutes to the Portuguese today. Gonçalves still monitors the KTM pack, with PRICE second and Slovakia's SVITKO keeping his third position of the provisional ranking. The riders who have not finished this stage will be given a time by the commissioners. The decision to turn back came from the riders themselves. It was too dangerous out there. Yesterday, the Peugeot team had a very important guest, the brand's CEO, Maxime Picat. Unsurprisingly, he's very happy about the performance of the cars on the first week of the Dakar, but he knows the hardest is still to come. Coming ahead tomorrow is a very tough stage. Everything around Belen will be hard. The loop will be terrible, the navigation will be crucial. The co-pilots are saying it could be it. You can lose a lot of time in those stages. So today our cars have only one goal, to increase their lead, and you don't do that by looking in the mirrors. Peugeot keeps controlling the rankings. SAINZ took his 28th stage success. Nasser AL-ATTIYAH aboard his Mini passed the line in third. Peugeot had to settle for this one too. This time, LOEB recovered the GC lead. AL-ATTIYAH is the first pursuer of the Peugeots, but already more than 15 minutes adrift. The first Toyota is Genial de Villiers, more than an hour and a half behind. In the bike, MEO on KTM took his first win in the Dakar. Gonçalves finished third and therefore kept his overall lead. Kevin BENAVIDES performed well. He hangs on his fourth place for his first Dakar. Before plunging into Stage 8, the pilots have a truce tomorrow and the whole Dakar caravan stops in Salta. Then it will be time for the second part of the race. A change of terrain will come with the dunes and more navigation over the 394 kilometers of special between Salta and Belém.